I talk to several individuals here and there, and they want me to advise them about their finances. The major contention is I do not have enough to invest. I do not have enough money to actually invest. And we look through their financial statements, we look through how they spend their money, and you find that the biggest culprit of spending money, especially that can be avoided, is entertainment. A lot of people these days spend so much money on entertainment. In fact, the average middle class person uses more than 30% of their income on entertainment, something that is going to give them some kind of joy, some kind of relief, some kind of peace after a hectic day of work. People entertain themselves constantly. And we are going to talk about alternative things that you can be able to do to cut down on your cost. Because if you can entertain yourself with 30% of your income, you surely can be able to invest at least 30% of that income towards your investments. Because remember, you can party for a day, enjoy for a day, and live a life of poverty and a life of disturbing others with your inability to meet your needs in retirement. So, what are these alternatives methods of entertainment? The first thing is walking and jogging. You do not need to go to an entertainment joint. You can walk and jog. Sometimes I get the best ideas when I'm walking. Sometimes I get the best ideas when I'm out there breathing fresh air. Sometimes I get certain refreshment or certain ease, especially when I'm working under pressure, especially when I need some form of creativity, and especially when I feel like I need to achieve something. Sometimes, even when you are working and you have had a hectic morning, take a walk on your lunchtime after you've eaten your meal. Take a little bit of walk. When you come back, you find you have more energy and you're more refreshed to tackle the rest of the afternoon. It goes the same for entertainment. After work, you can go for a jog. You can go for a jog in the morning. Be refreshed. Get your blood pumping. You are helping your body get rid of unnecessary toxins because the more you breathe, the more you drink water, the more you are active, you're flushing out some of these things that are not helpful to your body. You're also refreshing your body by getting it to be more active. You're becoming more active beyond your mind that is always constantly working and thinking. Your other muscles also need to have a workout, and jogging and walking is one way you can be able to help your body be able to exercise. When your body is exercising, when you are moving your body, you become more relaxed because it has been noted that exercise, the same as drugs and entertainment, releases hormones that can be able to help your body relax and become energized. So walking and jogging, it is free, and you can be able to do it every other day without incurring any additional cost. The other thing that you can be able to do is reading books. You will be surprised that you can finish so many books. In fact, in a month, even if you're working full time, you can be able to finish 4 books in a month, even if you are working full time. Books help you and give you a glimpse of certain cultures. For example, if you read a book about a South African, you understand the South African culture, you understand various mannerisms. You can be able to relate with South Africans because you understand the things that concern them, the things that worry them, the things that they are always into. And you can be able to increase the amount of knowledge you have about a country. You can be able to have a deeper conversation with somebody from that country because you have read a book about that. You can also gain big understanding on several topics, especially if it is science journals, if it is things that interest you as regards to technology. And in the field that you are specifically doing, you increase your knowledge, you understand what are the things that are working, what are the new things that are coming. You become more knowledgeable by reading. Reading is one of the ways that you can be able to escape and be able to relax by reading a book. Reading a book is the same entertainment, sometimes even greater than watching a movie. Have you ever looked at movies that were made from books? The people who have read those books will always tell you this movie does not capture the real essence of the book. Why? Because reading books may look dull, but it gives you a level of entertainment that is not available to a movie. So read books and you'll be able to entertain yourself, keeping yourself away from spending so much money. We have exchange programs where people can be able to access an online library where they can be able to exchange books, whether they can be able to buy books cheaply, where they can be able to rent books. There are various avenues. There is online books audibles, that you can be able to actually subscribe to have an unlimited offer and be able to buy a certain selection of books without having to spend additional amount of money. In fact, subscriptions to audibles and to books is one subscription that always tell people it is one that you should actually keep. Sometimes even better than keeping a movie subscription or an online TV subscription. So keep reading books and you keep yourself entertained without spending millions. The other thing that you can be able to do is get subscription movies that are cheap. If you can be able to get subscription movies, especially if you're a movie lover, if you're the kind of person who can be able to watch a movie and a series and entertain yourself for hours on end, it is cheaper than going out in a pub and entertaining friends with the money that you have made during the day. So keep your money sometimes getting into this subscription movies. Some of them are not as expensive as you would think. And sometimes you can be able to use and share subscriptions with other people. Sometimes they call it illegal, sometimes it is not. But if you're able to cut down on that and you're able to watch these movies consistently, sometimes it is worthwhile if it is going to save you extra money that you could have used in other entertainment activities. The other thing that you could be able to do is cheap sports. Join a football club. There is usually a football club somewhere. Go join. Sometimes the only cost you incur is the equipment, the shoes, and the uniform. And you'll be playing endlessly, you'll be constantly active, you'll be running around, you'll be healthier. Again, like we talked about, exercise helps your endorphins, makes you happier, makes you relax for the next day. And because you are tired, because you are active, your mind rests and you're able to sleep even better. If you're struggling with sleep, try exercise, try sports. Join a football club, join a rugby club, join some form of local club. Join some tennis or something and be active. Join a table tennis club somewhere. Be active and you'll be able to entertain yourself as you keep your body healthier and mind more focused. The other thing that you could be able to do is if you're the kind of artistic person, if you're the kind of person who loves art, or you're the kind of person who loves painting, you love sculptures, you have a certain kind of talent. Why don't you make money from that extra time that you have? Start doing something that entertains and engages you. Is it music? Do you like playing music? And join a band. Join some sort of a club where the people share certain skills and certain passions. In fact, be part of a band that performs. Be part of an art collection. Put some of the art that you have done. Put some of the captures that you have done. You may end up making an extra coin while entertaining yourself in your free time. It becomes a side hustle. You make money, you get relaxed, and you're able to exercise this part of you that you never exercise on your day-to-day life. So do art, join music, do all these things. The other thing that I've been able to see people do is do farming and construction. There are people who love farming. They love using their hands. They love building soil. They love planting plants. They love watering plants. They love all these gardening activities. Some of them love them so much they even do it in apartments. So if you're the kind of person who gets enjoyment from planting and farming, do these things. If you're the kind of person who loves construction things, you like building new things, then you can be able to exercise this in your home. You could start building flower pots, you could start doing garden statues, you could do some construction projects that could be able to help you. Sometimes you may have even building your own house, a storehouse. You may even build a guest house, a guest wing. If you are the kind of person who loves using your hands to build things, you love using your hands to farm, use that. That is a form of entertainment. Because you enjoy it, you end up doing something and you might actually gain benefit from doing this one thing. So if it is construction, if it is farming, please do it. In the end, it might bring more gains than losses than entertaining friends endlessly in a pub. The other thing that you can be able to do is indoor games. Indoor games are very fascinating. If you take your time and you have a couple of friends who come over, you play, or you play with your own children and spouse, it is so entertaining. It's so entertaining to be able to entertain yourself by playing Monopoly. For example, you play Monopoly with your children. They start understanding certain concepts about money, about investing, about planning. You start playing certain games like memory games, your brain. help your brain to be able to capture knowledge, to be able to have and exercise the RAM part of your brain. The RAM part of your brain that allows you to get short-term memory gains. If you have short-term memory gains, you're able to work even more efficient in your workplace. Such games as memory, such games as so many variety of games that actually play that could be able to help you sharpen your head, sharpen your skills, have a relationship with your spouse, with your friends, with your children as you play these games. Again, you're not going out, you're not spending money. And once you have bought this game, sometimes even in second-hand stores, you do not need to buy it again and again and again. You spend quality time with your children that they will actually appreciate. Because remember, when children grow beyond a certain point, you cannot actually spend time with them. And this is the time that you can be able to influence them, encourage them, and spend more time with them. You build relationships with your spouse by having indoor games as opposed to having night outs with your friends and leaving your spouse at home. It is going to be less problematic, less costly, and will build your relationship. So indoor games are so fascinating. Try an indoor game once ever so often, and you would find that it can entertain you endlessly. I remember during the COVID times when we were locked down, indoor games were the most fascinating thing that you can be able to do with your children. Sometimes when your children play with you and realize they can actually beat you in certain games, it builds up their boldness, their courage. They're able to have a certain courage and a certain boldness and a certain ability to be able to feel like they can actually achieve certain things. This is something that you want to build in your children. So invest in indoor games and you'll entertain yourself endlessly without spending too much money. The other thing that I find some people specifically enjoy is designing certain things. I know somebody who loves designing farm and gardens just for passion, saying these plants will go here, and this garden path will go here, and this pond will go here. They just love those things. And they end up selling sometimes some of these designs online and make an extra amount of money. But it is a passion and an entertainment that they do. They love designing, they love doing such things that could be able to. They could be able to sell sometimes, and sometimes they can be able to enjoy. If you find them enjoying designing these things, it gives them enjoyment and relief, and they're not spending money endlessly. There are many ways that can be able to actually entertain yourself. You just need to look keenly at what are your passions, what are your desires, what are the things that you, your children, your spouse, your friends can be able to enjoy without having to give somebody money. You do not have to entertain yourself by giving somebody money. You can be able to entertain yourself. I hope that you are learning, you're growing, you're becoming better in your financial affairs. Remember to subscribe to the channel because here I am here to educate, to elevate, and to motivate you in your financial journey. My desire is that you become better financially. So do not spend your money aimlessly and say that I cannot save or invest. Like the people that I'm talking about, I cannot save, I cannot invest, but they entertain themselves with 30% of their income. Money that will be going towards their investing, they're growing, and they're preparing for retirement. So be wise and grow your financials. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Goodbye.